Joining us on Sturdy for 30 this week, we've got Rochester quarterback, wide receiver, running back, defensive back. He does a little bit of everything. Rochester star football player Hank Beatty is joining us. Hank, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So you got some exciting news, I guess, this past weekend. Got an offer from the University of Illinois. Um, kind of give us a rundown how that happened and what went into that.
Well, I got a text from a number, I think the day before it happened, and it was the director of recruiting there, Coach Pat. And he just wanted to introduce himself and say what's up. And then the next day, he texted me and he said that he was going to call me in a little bit and put me on with Coach Bielma. So I was super excited about that because he's he's got a great reputation of winning wherever he's been at. And him coming to Illinois is a lot of people think it's a great hire, and I'm excited for him to be here to build up the culture, the program. So when he said that I was going to be on the phone with him, I was super excited, and I was hoping that he was going to give me a scholarship because I've been waiting on one, or I've been hoping to get one from U of I for a while. And I got on the phone with him, talked to him a little bit, and he said he wanted to give me an offer, and that's what happened.
That's cool. That's cool. Did he give you anything? I mean, what was the sell? Like, hey, obviously he watched some film on you. What do you think of your game?
He really liked how my ball skills, how I could adjust to the ball, my field awareness, when I'm settling in my routes, being aware of the defenders around me. He thought my speed was really good. He thought he could develop it into a low 4.4 over a few years at Illinois. He liked how I caught the ball. He said I was a natural at catching the ball, which is a huge compliment from him. And he just liked how I played, and I guess that's it.
Yeah. So, and the weird part about you is like some people may not know this because they don't follow you, but or Rochester football or anything. But you're a quarterback up until what about 15 months ago, and then it was kind of
Yeah.
like your freshman year. Coach Leonard says, "Hey, we got to get this guy on the field." I mean, obviously you had a pretty good quarterback in Clay Bruno, right? So they're like, "How do we get him on the field? So let's make our future quarterback a wide receiver, get him on the field, and your freshman year, then you become a wide receiver, and 2 weeks later, you're on the field. And tell me about that position transformation.
Well, I started playing football in sixth grade. My parents wouldn't let me play football until sixth grade because they thought I was going to get hurt. So I played soccer up until sixth grade. Then I transitioned to football, and I'd always been a quarterback. I would always wanted to be a quarterback. So I went in, tried out for the quarterback spot, and I got it. And I was a quarterback from sixth grade until about halfway through freshman year. And about halfway through freshman year, Leonard said, "Why don't you go out there and run some routes?" We were just throwing routes with the quarterbacks. He said, "Go out there and run some routes." So I went out there and ran some routes, and I guess he saw what he liked and turned me into a receiver. The transition, it wasn't bad. I can't remember what year it was. Like, I want to say like sixth or seventh grade. Um, Odell Beckham Jr. made that amazing one-hand grab. So, me and all my buddies are running around outside whenever we can, doing the OBJ catch with one hand. And I think that actually helped me develop my ability for catching the ball.
So Odell Beckham is the reason that we're talking to Hank Beatty tonight. So
He
it's
might
that
be.
one hand catch rather. So Rochester football, obviously, I want to tell you, I do have a little animosity towards Rochester football right now because as a former Rochester grad, we went to state in baseball 2 years in a row. We made the Elite Eight and Final Four. And no one cares anymore if you make the Elite Eight or Final Four because at Rochester, you guys just win state titles every year. So you've kind of diminished all of our things that we did back in the day for us old guys. So, and I'm just kidding about that, sort of. But anyway, so talk about the success you've had with that program. I mean, you obviously pretty amazing stuff you've been able to accomplish.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible what Coach Leonard and Coach Beaker, Coach Nelly, what they've all been able to accomplish, and all the other coaches there. They've really built a winning culture there, and without any of those coaches, I think they all play a huge role in the program, and without them, I don't know, or I don't think this program would be where it is today. So, congratulations to them for building such a successful, dominant program. Um,
No, you talk about that, but how is that when you step into a winning culture like that? How does that help you kind of be, as successful as you've been? Obviously, we look at your numbers from your sophomore year and it's almost like it's what is the meme about, he on X Games mode kind of thing. I mean, that's where you're at, right? I mean, those numbers are stupid. In fact, your state championship game numbers were about this, almost exactly what Devontae Smith had in the national championship game. And I know you weren't playing against Ohio State, but still, I mean, it's kind of crazy when you see the numbers that you're throwing up there. And how does being in a winning program and having that culture give you that confidence to be successful?
Well, first of all, I couldn't do it without, all my teammates who pushed me that year, all the senior guys. We had a great O-line, and of course, Clay. Clay is a D1 quarterback at Western right now. I couldn't have done it without any of them. They made me a much better player than who I would have been without them. So thanks to them for making me the person I am. And when I'm a freshman going into Rochester football, it's great to just sit there. And as a freshman, I went to varsity practices and stuff. I sat in the team room, listened to Coach Leonard and Coach Beaker coach up the offense and the defense. So it was really cool to just sit there and kind of try and soak up as much as I could, because JFL football isn't really all that technical. It doesn't have very many, game plan stuff. So coming into high school is something completely new to me, and I just wanted to try and learn as much of it as I could. And, those the best of what they do. So to just sit there and listen to both of them talk for hours and hours and hours, it just helps me get such a better understanding for the game and makes me a much better player.
And going into that, probably playing a quarterback for so long has probably helped you become a better wide receiver, because you know what the quarterback's looking for in those situations.
Yep.
So as you go looking at this season, hopefully we're going to get to have a season sometime this spring, a football season. You're going to change your role a little bit this year, it sounds like, talking to Coach Leonard, where you're going to do a little bit of everything. What are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward, as you know, I've played quarterback my whole life until high school, and now I want to try and get a little bit of experience as a quarterback in high school, because that was my first position, and I wanted to see how I can play at the varsity level. I don't know.
You're good. No, it's exciting. I mean, and Coach Leonard, I'm talking to Coach Leonard. He said you're going to play some quarterback, going to play some wide receiver, play some running back, you're going to play some defensive back. He said you're just going to be all over. Just want to get you the ball in space. So that's probably a testament to what you can do on the field. So as far as your recruiting, where are you at in the recruiting process? What offers do you have, and what are you kind of looking for going forward?
Well, the recruiting process, it was going pretty well before COVID started, and then COVID hit. Everything's kind of slowed down a little bit. But here in the last week, it's picked up a little bit. I have offers from Central Michigan University, Illinois State, Western Illinois, Southern Illinois, Iowa State, and University of Illinois.
Go ahead. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, a coach who knows what he's doing. He's got a winning. He can build a winning culture. He makes the people around him into better people, into better players on and off the field, like Coach Leonard. I'm looking for, I don't know, in school-wise, I'm looking for great educational programs. University of Illinois offers like some of the best education there is, so that's great. But I'm trying to go to college not just for football, but after football, because football can't last forever. So you got to keep that career in the back of your mind, that you got to try and gain I can't think of what it's called, a degree for in college.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and so and obviously football's going to last this long, and then you've got the rest of your life to have that degree. So that's very important. Yeah, good mindset there. Now, I will tell you one thing that I can't get my head around this. So I was trying to find some dirt on Hank Beatty. I was trying to find out what, give me some embarrassing moments. As some people may know, my oldest daughter, Peyton, was your trainer at ER Fitness. And she said, no, I don't really have any dirt on him. I said, and so I talked to your teachers, and I actually had this is now Coach Leonard tells me how you're this tough kid and you're tough with the ball. But one of your teachers actually told me this, that he's a sweet, precious angel. And so I'm thinking, how is this tough football guy, this hard-nosed football guy, a sweet, precious angel in the classroom? How do those two things coexist?
Sweet, precious angel.
Yep, yeah. They said. They like Hank. They said Hank's a precious angel. I didn't get that. Now, Coach Leonard told me you were great, but he didn't tell me you were a precious angel. So I guess maybe that's good. You don't want to be known as the precious angel by the football coach, right?
I don't know if I've ever been called a precious angel in my life.
Well, now you have. So you got one more thing you can put down. Now, and the important question is, I don't think a lot of people realize that you're probably, are you the best athlete in your family? Your sister, who's a freshman, she's pretty good at soccer, right?
She is a pretty good athlete. Yeah. She's a soccer and volleyball player.
Yeah. And she used to play a little basketball. Yeah, she used to play with my daughter Cameron in basketball. So, she's kind of a freakish athlete. Is it, it's kind of weird. You've got such an athletic, I mean, you're obviously very athletic. She's very athletic. So it's pretty impressive what you guys have been able to do. And I know your parents push you guys and you've been really successful with that. But also you're also a 4.0 student as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So do you have a field of study you're looking at going into?
Well, both my parents are doctors. Do you know that? I think you know that.
I did know that. Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of had medicine in the back of my mind, but I don't know. I'm not really going to set anything in stone yet. I'm just going to see how it goes and try and figure some more things out along the way. But I've always had medicine in the back of my mind.
Yeah, that's good. That's obviously great profession. Obviously you've got that in your background. Your parents did that, so that's you got a bright future, man. So that's exciting. So as we leave this, what are you looking for a timeline for making a college decision? And what has been? And I guess before I get to that, I do want to go back to one thing. How have you battled through? Because it's been tough for high school kids to battle through this COVID stuff, where you guys didn't get to have your fall seasons. How have you battled and coped with that situation?
Well, I've been in the gym a lot. I've been working out, trying to get better for next season, bigger and stronger. I've been doing some conditioning with my friends, just going out to the park, running routes, throwing the football around, trying to stay in shape just in case we do have a season in the spring. And I feel really bad for the seniors because, last year seniors, we got our fall season and we won state. But this year seniors, if it doesn't happen this spring, there's no next fall for them. And, a bunch of those guys might need their senior season to try and showcase their talents to get those scholarships for college. And it's really sad to see that they might not be able to do that. I'm just thankful that me and my classmates are able to hopefully get a chance at next season if this season doesn't work out.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that you guys get a chance to play, and even and obviously you guys have crazy aspirations probably to win an interstate title because that's what they do at Rochester, right? But at the same time, I think there are a lot of teams that just want a chance to play. I mean, just to get in the locker room, be around their guys, and just enjoy that. So as Hank Beatty moves forward, what are you looking for time frame wise if you want to make a college decision? Has anybody said, hey, we'd like to know by this time, or is it pretty open-ended right now?
I think it's pretty open-ended right now. I haven't heard of any time frames that I have to commit by on any of my scholarships, but a lot of colleges that I've been talking to are they want to see me play again to see if I've gotten better or worse, how I've progressed from last year into this year. So I'm thinking everything's probably going to speed up a little more once we get to play again. I don't know if that's going to be spring or fall, of course, but right now I'm just kind of going with the flow. So
that's all we can do right now in the middle of our pandemic. Well, hey, Hank, I appreciate you coming on. Obviously, you've got a bright future. It's exciting to see a kid from my old high school, even though I still have a little animosity towards you guys, but no, I'm just saying. But no, it's good to see a kid from my high school get the Illini offer. Of course, you're not the first. There's been a couple others who've gone there, but it's really neat to see it. Really happy for you. And so we're exciting to watch. Hopefully, we get to watch you play this year. So it's gonna be fun. I really hope we have a high school season this year, and hope you get to play. And if not, we'll see you next fall for sure. So thanks for joining us, Hank. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hank Beatty, Rochester High School, talks about his Illinois offer and his future.